Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing, everybody who's with me from the very beginning. I really appreciate everyone, and all the newcomers too. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't, you might like to, so this way you'll get noticed when my videos are up. I will be doing the Leo solar return soon. I should have it up for you during the week. This is our very last few days of the sun in Cancer. If you haven't watched the solar returns, I have them up from Aquarius all the way up to Cancer. And they're good for the whole year for anyone who's centric, that sun, moon, ascendant, a lot of planets in that placement, or even North Node in that sign. Okay, but this is our last few days of Cancer for 2017. And this is going to cover from July 16th to July 22nd, 2017. Okay, I'm using my Gilded Tarot deck. Some people asked that. And thank you again for sharing your comments, for your loving support, the nice things people are saying. I really feel so blessed. Everybody, thank you so much. All right, Knight of Wands. Okay, great card. For me, I look at the wands as action. It's your drive, okay? This is energy that is going somewhere. So a lot of us have been feeling very delayed things in our lives, or a lot of pain and suffering in the body or in the family or within ourselves. We feel like things have not been moving along, or they've been going very slowly the last few weeks when we had like pentacles and whatnot. This card does talk about things moving very quickly. Now, for some of us, this is someone riding into our life. Now, in this deck, he's trotting along. He's not reared up, this Knight of Wands. So I'm going to say with him, this energy, whether it's male or female coming into your life, 18 to 35, 39, something like that. This person is very creative. They've got a nice spiritual sense to them, whether they're metaphysical or whether they're religious, but they have a strong sense of their spirituality, maybe even their inner divination. But the rest of them have a lot of creative energy, and they're also very energetic individuals. You know, they might be very sports oriented, or just that they have high energy, because this is that fiery element, and that would be our Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Now this knight is also, again, armed with everything he needs. You see his armor? It's beautiful, gilded armor. And he was like wearing a mask there. He's not revealing his face here, but he's gleaming in gold. Now I'm going to say this person maybe doesn't have a lot of battles in their life. So if it's somebody you've met, they've probably used their energy and directed it in the best way. So they don't have a lot of shortcomings in their life. Like if he was battered and bruised, I'd say he's been through a lot. But this person really seems like they've got a good hold on what they're doing in their life. They know how to direct their energy. They know how to direct their ideas, their passion, their drive. You know, that driver, that energy, that fiery energy. And the knights are fire. They are action. And this knight is the epitome of fire, the wands. So this is a very highly dynamic individual. Now, it doesn't mean they have to be piss and vinegar and running all over the place, or even if this is you. It's saying that someone who's got the energy and the fortitude. They're adept at what they do and adaptable at what they do. But they always come up with great ideas. They've got a hold on their creative allspark. And see all this red around here? It's not just even fire, but it is that they're very grounded and stable, which is unusual, you would say, for people with this fiery energy. But again, this individual knows how to direct their energy in the best way. They direct their energy in where there's ease of flow in their life. So if this is not you, this is an energy you need to take on, because this is a journey for you about it's an adventure actually, for you to do these things, to ground yourself and direct your energy in what is most potent for you. Putting your work, putting your ideas into what's magical for you, where there's ease of flow. And that's very much South Node, you know, where you came into this life with things and gifts that are ease of flow for you in your life, and you have to tap into them to make your life easier. For some of you, this is a man riding into your life, or a woman, and they do have all these dynamic energies to them. I keep looking at this mask. I have to tell you, I don't know if there's things that they're keeping secret or hidden, or they haven't revealed themselves totally to you. See, they're not rushing into your life. They're kind of trotting along with this slow gait, but steady. Maybe they've been through a lot in their life too, because they've been on a adventure, and they've been on a very dynamic journey that's really affected them, and maybe they're more cautious when it comes to love. Okay, so if this is somebody that you just met, don't push them. If they're not looking, you'd think with this energy they're going to ride right in, and no, this person in this deck is not. This person is cautious. They feel empowered, see, with all this yellow and orange here. They're very empowered, but they're very creative, but they're very cautious too. So they're scoping things out before they fully reveal themselves to you. Now, if you want to put this in another perspective, whatever it is in your life, whether, if it's your career or schooling, or if it's about a job, if it's about your health, just whatever it is in your life you're going on to think about with a love matter or whatever, this Knight's energy is saying that this is a journey. Things are going to move forward. This is about growth for you, but this isn't the King energy. This is the Knight. Okay, so we're still learning. We're still experiencing. But we want to stay grounded and direct our energies in whatever it is that we're talking about in our life in a very creative, focused way. Okay, and make sure that while you're doing this, you keep in mind that on this journey, whoever comes, even if this person isn't staying, because this person could come in slowly, linger, and maybe not last, you're learning something from this person, whomever this is in your life, in whatever aspect of your life. They're here to teach something. So it's learning a lesson, being a lesson, okay, for you. This is about growth for you, okay? And I know that a lot of people want to hone in on just one thing. Let's just put it in a general reading that this is a spiritual journey for you. Whatever the outcome of this matter that's beginning for you or is in play for you now will be a lot of spiritual growth for you, some evolution, some realignment that's been necessary to bring you back into balance. But it will take a lot of that creative allspark. And this person could even be someone who's influencing you, involved in it, if it's not you emulating this, because remember, it is a general reading. Then we have the 10 of Wands. So with this here, you're saying the 10, you see how you're carrying all this on your back? This is a lot of dynamic energy when you have the wands. And following this here, you see they're kind of looking at each other. This one's riding along into it. For some of you, you might be taking on something that's a little bit much or you already have. It's pretty much over for you, whatever you took on, and maybe you even felt the culmination with this last full moon in Capricorn, because full moon in Capricorn was about your integrity, work, your notoriety, your reputation, how the outside world sees you. So whatever this was that you took on this journey to do this, maybe you took on a lot more than most people would dare to, but you succeeded at it. You plodded along, and so in some decks, the person's head is to the ground. You are like your eyes on the prize, see? You're focused here, you're heading directing. So whatever this is that you're doing, you're looking toward this growth, you're looking toward this adventure, you're looking toward this passion being fulfilled, whatever that you truly love to do. Now you do have the stags here in the field, so that is about protection. So spirit is here with you, either someone in spirit world that's a friend, family, a loved one for you is watching over, whether it's your guides or your angels, but you are being guided and helped along here. It is green here, so we know there's some very fertile grass there, so we know that whatever you're doing here is already thriving. You see, it's not like it's dead grass. Like here, it was kind of like change of seasons, autumn, fall, or even like a winter effect. This is bringing life back. So the work that you've been doing on this adventure is paying off for you. These are all the battles, challenges, lessons that you've learned. This is some of the growth. And again, it is a spiritual growth for you, because the wands do represent your energy, yes, and your ideas and passion and drive, but it's spirit, okay? Your divination, your belief system, whatever that is, and that it's with you. And you've gone through all of these challenges. You've bore the weight of it, and now it's over. So with this closing, something new is going to begin for you from this journey, okay? But you don't look beaten down from it. In other decks, it really looks like you were beaten down. But this one, you took on this challenge, and I think you're stronger for it. I really do. This one didn't beat the hell out of you. This one made you stronger. So maybe this person influenced you and helped you along, or Spirit did, to get you through this challenge or all of these challenges and bring you to a stronger, realigned person. And that's what this Leo North Node is too. It's about you shining. It's the heart of the matter. It's about you really being courageous, okay? And you really developing things in a fun way for yourself that you're passionate about and creating something new. So for some of us, it's a brand new life, a new relationship, new job, new home, whatever it is. This is your journey. But so for you, put it in a snapshot of your own life. This is saying that it's over now. You're stronger for it. And then we move along into a different energy, which is kind of nice because, you know, this kind of reminds me of enter Leo, exit Cancer for me, fire and water. Okay, but the Knight of Cups, you see how his horse is reared up? This is a beautiful energy of water, but we have, remember, adventure, fire, okay? That is the passion of the Knights, that they want to learn, and they develop, okay, as they go along. They've not the matured energy of the King. But with the Cups, again, yes, it's our spirituality, but it's our emotions. So for many of you, if this is a spiritual growth for you, that you're working on your inner divination, or Ho'oponopono, or metaphysical work, whatever it is that's tying you into manifesting, if it's the secret that you do, this is about the adventure going along for you. And see, you're rearing up, now you're charging ahead. Here you were grounded, which you need that grounded energy before you start anything new, especially if you want to create, right? And you took on all the lessons that you learned in the past, and now you see that things are starting to grow. Here, this is saying, I'm ready to go. There's this empowerment with all this yellow here. We know you're feeling very strengthened from this. The horse is reared up and charging, and the cup is up. The Holy Grail. It's in your hand. It's like the prize has been won. So this fiery energy and this emotional energy, this is passion. This is steamy. This is heat. If it's a relationship, we said take your time. You know, this person or you have been through a lot. You've learned a lot, and now it's ready to go forward. But it's a nice, beautiful, emotional. This is invitations. I mean, literally. Invitations to go to parties, events, go on vacations, dates, collaborate with other people in an art form, or even in a business, or any venture. This would be invitations to collaborate, but this is a good union. All right, this is a well-balanced union here. And we do have here in this, like, it almost looks like it's going into autumn, but here we have, looks like a little mouse here, little field mouse here, between the grass, looking up at the horse here. So you figure the field mice are very good at hiding, keeping themselves safe, protected underground, you know, away from predators and whatnot. And they're looking over this. So maybe here too, this spirit is saying, on this journey, you know, you're going to be able to outmaneuver things that have been a struggle for you or a challenge for you in the past because you've learned from it. Now, if it's a love relationship, you'll recognize things that you can avoid, that you got yourself in trouble with before or weren't honest about, in seeing that it wasn't a good relationship. And you'll know better when to ride away if it's not good, or when to go forward if it's good. Same thing if this is a business or anything else in your life. This is about you knowing and learning how to protect yourself, how to keep hidden or avoid the dangers and the prey, not being the prey or the victim, okay, and moving forward. So, and again, this knight has a beautiful armor too. And his mask is down too. So again, I think this is still a learning experience for you. This isn't something that you've been battered from. This is kind of like a new energy for you. And moving forward, you're raring to go, but you're emotionally stable and balanced here. So it's nice. Your energy is grounded and you're feeling empowered here emotionally. Now the Hanging Man is talking, and this is a major, about going within. And it could be for you for looking things at a new perspective. Maybe things in the past you were very fixated on. You only looked at it one way. Or if it wasn't your way, you always looked at it the other person's way, that you didn't take your grounding stability, your own creative ideas, and your own empowerment and put it into play, that you always let someone else guide you or steer you, excuse me, or tell you what to do. With this energy, it's saying you're trusting within the light of your own self. And you are starting to see things from a different perspective. You see here, The Fool has suspended himself willingly, okay, into this position. So for some of us, it is a vulnerability of trust, okay? For others of us, it is a period of stasis where we're just going to wait and watch and look at things from a new perspective. Whether it is a way that we look at it from someone else's viewpoint as compared to the way we're seeing it. But it is also about letting things go from the past. So whatever wound sets you had from the past, trauma, and this is very much the Aquarian South Node we're working on in this 18 months, is releasing with calm trauma, stress, abuse, violence, any karmic stuff from the past. We want to let it all work itself through, see what it was there for, thank it for being there, I love you, and that it's a part of who you were, but it doesn't define who you are. It is your history, all the things that you've gone through. But now that you're in a state of peace from it with the Hanging Man, okay, very Neptunian energy, and that is retrograde. So we are introspective at this time. And it's about ending the victim mentality, the martyr, okay? Thinking there's enemies out to get us all the time. This is ending this stuff. You're reviewing as Neptune is going over and going back over things depending on what house it is. You know, you're reviewing all these things. Where was I deluded and illusional? Where was there fantasy? Where was I lying to myself? Where was I accepting lies from others as truth? Where am I doubting my own truths to sacrifice for someone else's belief? Okay, so this is a very vulnerable position, you would think, to put yourself in, but look at the peace. There is definitely, well, the green and red saying to me, this is very fruitful and fertile for you, but you're grounded. You have willingly put yourself into this position of trusting who you are. It's like floating on water. That's very Neptunian energy, where you're at peace, you're weightless. Okay, and your mind is free and clear. And this is what this card is talking about for us. Releasing and feeling that trust in floating with the waters of life and going with the flow of those waters and letting them take us to where we are meant to be. Resistance is futile. And when we resist the waters of life is where we have more and more challenges and more, well, I don't want to say failures because you tried, it's not a failure, but disappointments. And maybe it wasn't meant for you to push ahead on some of these things. There are times, yes, when you work through the challenge, but there are other times that it's just not meant right now. And we forge ahead and we're just beaten down from it. But we did it to ourselves because we didn't recognize or want to accept that it wasn't the right timing. So what this card is saying, you're getting to that point of recognizing when you need to let it go and let God or higher self deal with it and let yourself be in a state of grace, okay? And knowing that everything is unfolding as it should in the universe for you. Well, thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. I'm so grateful, and I hope this does help give you some help, guidance, and peace. Enjoy your beautiful week, and as always, I wish you the best.